there's this guy that came through our town, and he was a monster slayer, and he rolled around the countryside taking money for slaying monsters and like devils and demons and things like that. And I
Whoa.
was all into it because like I figured that was like the most treacherous things that you could think of that would enslave humanity and make everybody's lives that much harder and worse. And and so I did that. And then as we were going through hell, I was like, wow, these undead like like all this
This
undead,
is
like they're
Pathfinder.
pretty terrible too. And I was
Funky.
like,
Let me
I
change the
probably
stream
need to
info
like
here. Hold on.
focus on beating these guys up some. But I gotta say, like, no offense, Delaware, like humans
Finder,
might be worse than all of them.
Tiefling,
Like,
Bard, Sorcerer.
I have seen some things. I can attest to that.
I seen some
Also-
shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this guy already did War for like in 1998.
Yeah. Also, that's really noble. That like you wanted to. Wow. Like
well, I didn't fit really in with my family. They were all humans too, and like I didn't like I don't know. There's something in our blood that made me a little bit different, made me not really like fit in our little town. It was pretty conservative and not that cool, man. Like they only had one tavern, uh, and it was kind of like lame. They didn't even have like a dartboard. So like getting out was
this
nice.
town named for one bizarre geological feature?
If my dookie can get out the hood, maybe we can
No,
too.
man, I'm sure towns that are named after a bizarre geological feature, like they usually have more than one tavern because it's depressing. No, it was just small, man. No, it's called Hamlet.
But if my dookie can make it out of the
But yeah,
hood,
like I mean,
maybe
humans
we
do some good
can
things, but they
too.
can do some really terrible things too, man. No offense,
Yeah.
once again.
No. I have a track. Look, you're preaching to the choir. Like you said, you got into this because you wanted to follow some noble pursuit. Like, I'm like by profession, I like chase down people through the like intermediate parts of the law and also kill people for money.
The intermediate parts of the law?
You know, like it's not against the law, but it's not really in the spirit of the law. It's sort of the gray area.
I like kind of like cast a suspicious glare at Delaware at this point.
Wait, you are human?
Like,
string them up.
Like I was certainly not doing any sort of noble work, and then I followed an old drinking buddy through a portal and ended up in the underworld with you guys. So I know all too well about some of the terrible stuff. Like I mean, at the risk of alienating you, I've done some terrible stuff.
I mean, not overly surprised, but I'm sure it also like gets a little bit harder when you're dealing with stuff in you know, in different times and different time periods.
I mean, there's a lot of moral gray area if you want there to be.
And those are the guys that you track down and beat up.
Yeah, if you want there to be, he knows where to get it.
Like you have to you can't track them down and beat them up if you don't sort of run in that gray area. Like you can't go after these guys if you keep your hands clean at the same time.
Yeah, man, that's like that yeah, no, I feel you. I think I've heard a bunch of stories about things like that.
Toss a
Take your own
coin
recall.
in your butthole.
And some clients pay a lot for more definitive ends.
AKA butt stuff.
Yeah.
That's the
Butt
most
stuff.
definitive end.
So I hear you. Oh man, I've always been about sort of making a buck and sleeping very soundly at night. But like,
I will never sleep soundly next to you anymore.
Or
Like-
any human.
I like waking up in the
Like-
middle of the night. Delaware! Ah!
I thought humans were cool. But
I'll
now
be
I'm
right back, guys.
conflicted. Oh,
Oh, he's going to
beer
get his
delivery
liquor.
Time. Nice.
All right, so I was once in a country tavern in the middle of a dark forest, and there wasn't a lot of people in there, but there's this beautiful singer, and he was singing a song, and it went something like this: "Toss a coin in your butthole, and now you're a slot machine. Whoa." Toss a coin in your butthole, and now you're a vending machine. So, and that's what inspired me to get into the adventuring.
And his hype man was like, "Put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself." That's
I've been holding on to that one for a long time.
All decent bards need hype man sooner or later. Roll a joint for your lag boot.
And now you're a slot machine.
In your valley for 20. So, what's your level up gonna look like, lag?
It looks like. A little bit of stuff there. And I'll probably get some more spells.
Yeah, I suspect you'll be getting more spells.
This is
You
the
get-
hard part for me. You guys have been playing this all your lives. I have really no idea what I'm doing. But I'm looking at the
Let's see
table.
here.
I'm looking
It
at the
looks like-
sorcerer class. And
It looks like you're gonna get your first 5th level spell, which that's pretty cool.
I did see that.
That's your big step up there. One 5th level spell.
I already had 2 4th level spells, right?
Yep, no more new 4th level spells from
No
your sorcerer
new
level.
any other spells at all. Okay, cool. Just one new spell, a 5th level spell. Ooh.
And also one sorcerer spell, or I mean one sorcerer cantrip. And then let's see.
And then a bard, probably a bard thing.
Let's see what you get for being a bard. Up at 10th level, it looks like your jack of all trades and versatile performance is coming up. And you get your first 4th level bard spell. Jack of all trades and versatile performance is gonna do for you. So with versatile performance, you can do things like use your perform checks in place of other checks.
Oh, cool.
Like if you have like perform dance, you can use that in place of your fly or acrobatics check. Since you have kind of a singing and a percussion thing, you can substitute those out for handle animal, intimidate, bluff, and sense motive. That's pretty cool. And then with what was the other thing that you got here? Jack of all trades. All right, now at 10th level, you can now use any skill, even if the skill normally requires you to be trained on it. Well, that's pretty cool.
Something like disable device.
Yeah.
Or I guess as a bard, maybe he already can do that.
What is that, like a
Like
lock picking spell?
Yeah, are you like a velociraptor? Can you open doors, man?
I don't think so. I don't think I have that skill. I can blast it with a fireball.
Like a velociraptor.
I can, yeah. I'm more like the little guys that spit at you, the little acid spitters.
Would you have disable a device? Is that a class skill that you have?
It is
No.
not.
Oh, okay. Well, Jack of all trades is.
Now he can use it untrained. I believe you can get knock on either of your spell lists, though. And then as a bard, you are going to get another 2nd level spell and 2 4th level spells. So you got some spells coming at you. How about you, Chris? What are you looking at?
I'm trying to. There's a bunch of like specific stuff that replaces some of the based on the archetypes. So like, a bounty hunter at 10th level, I get incapacitate. A bounty hunter can incapacitate a studied target. This
Nice.
is like the assassinate slayer talent, except instead of killing the target, the bounty hunter's successful attack knocks the target unconscious. For 1d6
Sucker punch.
rounds. Once it succeeds in its saving throw, if the target does succeed, it still takes a sneak attack damage. Blah 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 blah. And then as a chronomancer, I get some accelerate that I can at 10th level when casting a spell, the chronomancer can expend 2 points from his temporal pool to apply the effect's haste to one creature affected by the spell.
Bonus haste?
Until the
Hell
end of the
yeah.
chronomancer's next turn. But I guess I gotta be careful. I would only want to use that on us, but like depending on how to like you. Sometimes you wouldn't want to cast haste on something that you're casting a spell at.
Chat. This is cool. This is cool. Sound icy prison.
Both at 10th level, and then we'll see what else. There are some other things,
and a couple of new 5th level spells.
Yep. So there you go. But
go ahead.
I
was just going to say the sour IP is pretty nice. What were you going to say?
I was going to jump back to what we were talking about, what Delaware and Gabriel were talking about, and like I've done shady stuff, mostly for the adventure of it and the money. Like, but if we're successful, have our own castle in this realm. Like I'm beginning to. I can retire.
If you want to retire the 7 Kingdoms, then yeah.
It doesn't, the voice of God in our heads. It doesn't have to be here. But if we can do this here, who's to say we can't, get similar, acquire similar,
cribs,
cribs, wealth for lack of a term, somewhere else, or, find a way to, sell off what we've got in this realm and take the like. There's so many things that made me realize we've been gifted we've been gifted our own, basically, small town.
This is the Chrono thaumaturgical laboratory. Oh, that's where the magic happens.
Like,
yeah.
It's put the seeds in my head that maybe I can retire and take up a new hobby. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah, no, I mean, like retirement's important, man. And I don't know, maybe we'll make the world a little bit better place or make this world. I don't know. Man, this world is kind of messed up before we got here. I'm not going to say like we had the best run on helping Leonard out on this one, but it wasn't super great when we got here, man. Like kind of seemed like I don't know, the last like uh we'll call it a season, like 3 months,
Chat.
like the last like
I'm
three
thinking
seasons of
about
this place were like really chaotic and kind of
where was
stupid
it?
and lots of dumb stuff happened. Don't you guys think?
Uh,
Yeah, you guys were
This,
sent here to balance the wave, and look what you done.
We definitely did some stuff.
but it's only
Uh,
for me.
I'd call it mixed results.
Yeah, I'll concede these points.
I don't know what we're
um,
talking about retiring for. We've got to go find Abe Vigoda, Delaware.
Uh, oh yeah, true. Like,
Don't forget.
Never
there's a, there,
forget.
there are scores to settle before we put on, a pair of slippers and smoke a pipe.
Of course, you could
Now-
always like retire back into a country cabin, and then somebody will come out of the woodworks later and be like, "We need your help for one last mission, one last time."
It's
Yeah,
Abe.
that's gonna happen too, man. Um, but um, yeah, how are we gonna get this door open? I mean, Brock seems fallen asleep. I don't know if we want to wait for him to wake up, or can like I don't know. Do you have any uh dungeoneering things that you could maybe like I don't know science our way out of this one, Delaware?
I can try to find out. Give me a second. Let's see what we can do here. Um, uh,
Can you turn us into cockroaches so we can scurry under the door?
Can you calculate the odds to 33.3333 and then a bunch of threes repeating chance of success?
Can you open up a dimensional door? Wormholes? Come on, man.
line of sight's gonna be an issue.
You could probably like
Well,
see if there's like you could see under the door or something, or maybe there's even like some bars in a little window in the center of the door. I don't know.
would line of sight count if you're doing that spell where you can see through the door?
Ooh, cast it. Well, hold on. Why is my character sheet?
Dude, my character sheet, I went to go open it in Chrome and it said it had a 403 error, and I was like, oh god, my character sheet's gone forever. But then Safari opened it fine.
Safari.
Dude, sometimes Chrome's like, I don't like this website. It doesn't have all these cool Google things, and
Did you see the
I
end of
don't
the
like it.
support for? I'm getting it too.
Internet Exploder.
403 forbidden.
Yeah.
Take it personally. Always take error codes personally.
I was just like, I'm forbidden from looking at my character sheet.
Who is supposed to look at my character sheet, for Christ's sakes? This character is not in the sudoers file. This incident will be reported.
Let me break out Microsoft Edge.
I get a 408 error.
Oh. What are you guys looking at your character sheets on?
I'm gonna try Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that too. I'm also having problems with Chrome, but it's a different error.
Oh. Yeah, see? You guys hadn't even opened your character sheets yet?
No.
I didn't need it to talk about bigger picture stuff.
Things my character can do.
I was looking at new spells though for my character.
Let's see if it works in another browser. Yeah, I think. Come on. being slow.
Yeah, so I went and had downloaded a stat block at least, and put it into Word, so that way,
When Google does eventually destroy it.
yeah, at least I'll have a 9th level version of me. And by me, I mean my character. I am my own person.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, could you type a little lighter? Fuck.
I always get told by the missus that I type like way too hard.
You type
especially with
way
space
too
bar.
hard, dude.
She's just like,
I-
you're gonna break your space bar. It's like back from the days of yore when I had a real
A freaking
Typewriter, you had to
IBM
move
mechanical keyboard.
No,
Yeah.
he's talking about the kind of typewriter that moves over as you hit the space bar. You have to like,
Ding.
yeah.
Kara's your turn.
Lagboot, I'm pretty sure you're older than me.
What the fuck, dude? You're not supposed to say these things out loud. I have
Yeah, that's
Twitch
kinda
viewers.
Rude, man.
I've been hiding my age. I've been hiding my age for years.
They like.
I
I'm
think I am
17.
though. I think I am though. I probably am.
Anyway,
I mean, anyone else want to be think about doing stuff while this takes?
Yeah. So we're just trying to get in this door, and have we tried opening it to see if it's locked?
we should probably try that. So
I just kind of reach out and yank on it to see if it opens.
It's solidly closed.
Okay.
That would be hilarious if it did just open, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been another sketchy plot element from this world.
Is it held fast by like a chain and a lock, or is it like the kind of thing where like it's a wooden board that slides down on the other side of the door, or do I know?
There's iron bars that cha-chink out, and rotating locks that have lever mechanisms. And it looks like even more integrated things internally in the door.
So, guys, I could cast Scorching Ray and melt that entire section out.
Fuck yeah, man! There you go.
I could just
solution oriented.
Melt that entire like mechanical section out, and then we might just be able to yank on that thing. What do you think?
Or it might be like welded shut.
Or I might weld it shut and make it worse.
Yeah.
What do you guys think on that?
Around it, is it all stonework?
What about I could cast ice through it.
It is a lot of natural stone and a certain amount of stonework as well.
Mold the stone around it. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess who remembered to have stone shape memorized for today?
Solution.
This little sucker over. All right. Nice. Coming into the dungeon prepared.
Yeah, man. Or
we're 10th level. We're getting all sorts of useful shit now.
After the last two times when stone shape was really useful, I was like, I'm going to just always have that ready to go. Can I cast Detect Magic, Dave, around this area? See,
door is magic.
The door's magic is around the door.
You're reaching out with your sixth sense, and the door has been enchanted.
Is the stone near and around the door magic?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll try and dispel magic on the door first off.
All right, let's calculate that and roll.
I guess it's a targeted spell. Any one object, creature, or spell. You make one dispel check. D20 plus my caster level. Okay, so that's D20 plus 9. There's no. There's no other bonuses.
Yeah, I can't give you one either. I thought about it, but
Well, before I do that, I'm gonna do a bit of luck from my domain, which is when I roll d20, I can roll twice. So.
All right. And it's just your caster level against the caster's caster level.
Yep. 22 is.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. I gotta look something up real fast.
Word.
dude, just give us a little door in that stone, and Stone Shaper is helpful as hell.
Yeah, man. Well, maybe we'll see if this dispels some magic.
Does not dispel some magic, I'm sorry to say.
Well, let me ask you. Gabriel, if we mold the stone to open, we should do, especially if you can only do this spell once a day, we should do it behind the cell that they're in. If the corridor, the hallway that we're in, like if we can go around here and bore through the wall here and open the directly into the cell instead of the hallway, that'd be better.
Yeah, Dave, can we explore like where Lagboot is and down here too?
No. Okay. I have relented. Let's reveal. Reveal. It looks like you can walk all the way around this bitch.
Nice. Very cool. So we should be able to open the wall directly into the cell. Might just all be one cell.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not like some other plane or some shit.
That would suck.
Does anyone else want to try and dispel the magic on the door?
Oh, you failed?
I failed.
I could do that.
I could do that too. What modifier are you using? Were the plus? What did you use? My level.
Yeah.
I can dispel that easily, I say, as I cast Humbola Sosoto.
Well, that's pretty good.
So let's see. What did you? Oh shit! Yeah, you dispelled that shit like a champ. The spell, the door now appears to be non-magical. A Sorsto or whatever it was really did the job.
Is it locked still?
It is still locked. It is mechanically locked with iron bars that are non-magical now.
Well, do we want to try and get in through the stone over here, guys, or do we want to do it right next to the door?
I say right here where you're at.
Okay. I'm going to cast Stone Shape. Dave.
Right there?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you need to start digging it out, scooping it out with your hands, turning it into mud and whatnot, and getting rid of the stone. And you dig through until you find your way in through this side hatch. There's a bit of a straight stairway going down, not a lot though, and into a large chamber, much as this is the chamber that you had revealed in your scrying attempts to find Tyrion, and obviously previously seen with the Gaze Beyond the Door time spell cast by Delaware over there. Shout out. And
shout out, bro.
down the stairs are the decomposing corpses and skeletons, etc., and on two stone biers are Tyrion and Bran.
Nice. What's my detect magic seeing in the room?
You are seeing that they are under the effects of a strong compulsion enchantment of sleep.
All right.
Mm.
Shall we try and go? Anyone want to try and dispel that
I say
noise?
we poop into their hand and tickle their nose.
I mean, if that's part of your
That's gonna wake them up.
semantic spell components,
I think we could probably cast a spell on them and see if we could remove the slumber. And that would be a good first step, and then ask them, what the hell's going on? But you know what? It's not cool for Ziggy to put these guys down here. Not cool at all. And my ire is starting to raise.
I can see it, man. Delaware, you got a dispel magic ready to go?
Yeah, I'm already cast mine.
I do.
Probably cast it all day though.
I've got the token as well. If we fail,
well, yeah, then we could pass that shit like a poorly rolled joint.
yeah. I mean, if you got one ready to go,
Or
we
you
might
could
as well use it.
take your time and roll your joint correctly and cast your spell correctly.
I like that. You're a man of standards.
Yeah, seriously. Nice. Respect.
I can give Delaware a bit of luck as well. It's 3 times a day plus my modifier, wisdom modifier, which is 3. So I got 5 more.
That's a good amount of luck there, son.
That's a lot of luck. It doesn't really work in combat because I think it's like, yeah, it's a standard action. So it's like I'd have to give up mine to have him re-roll his shit. But
Yeah.
works out. Out of combat, it's really nice.
Well, if you got a save or suck wizard in the party, that might be a useful place to have it. Because then all of his spells get his, I don't know, maybe worth thinking about. 23 and 14, they are still asleep, son.
All right. Who wants to go with the? So I got 4 more. Who wants to go with the next dispel magic from the token? I can go if you guys want.
I'll cast it on Tyrion. I'll cast mine on Tyrion.
You want to get some of that Gabriel luck? Rolling that joint?
What does it give me?
You roll twice.
It's functionally similar to a +5 bonus. Fail.
Oh.
Pretty fucking good. It does not wake him up, however.
Does he get to explode his 20?
Good question. Man, I gotta give a good think to how dispel magics work. Sure. You gotta roll an additional d20 and add that to it.
But not my level, just the d20.
Just the d20.
Oh shit, dude! You gotta fucking wake his ass up, son.
Oh, keep going, keep rolling it, motherfucker.
Whoa!
Oh snap!
All right, that was quite a roll there, son. You You get down really close over to his ear, and you're like,
You're whispering in his ear.
And he his eyes bolt wide awake, and he's like, "Oh, where am I? I feel like I've been losing large sections of time, memory. Gentlemen, how are you?"
What happened? Good, man. What happened? What? Nice work, Lagboot. So Brand is the other sleeping person.
Hmm?
Do we even attempt to wake him
I
up?
mean, nah, just leave it. We don't need him. Fuck it. We
Who the
got.
fuck needs the real king?
No, I suppose we should. But I
All
would.
right.
But I don't know. How many times can we cast Dispel Magic?
Well, you've got a
as ma-
token for it, so as many times as you've got 3rd level spell slots or higher left over.
yeah, and I got 3 more uses of Bit of Luck. I'll dump a 3rd level spell and give it a go.
Very sure do up my production value, by the way.
Oh snap!
You sons of bitches! What is this?
Dude, let's go. Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Oh,
That is
36.
sufficiently
Hacks,
high
man, hacks.
to wake Bran up as well. You like tickle him on his toes or whatever, and he wakes up.
All right, Your Majesty, Tyrion. I think we need to get out of this pit uh, and get to a safer place. Are you okay with me carrying you, or your legs work, man?
No, please carry me. This does look to be like the deepest dungeons beneath the
Yeah, man.
castle.
It's not good. Delaware, you got that regeneration scroll?
yes. I know.
We
I
want to.
still do.
You want to use that on Bran before we get out of here, so he can walk himself, or do we want to get out of here first?
Um,
Is this regeneration scroll? I'm drawing blank.
Oh, we got it from Leonard.
Oh.
yeah.
Faintly recall that.
Remember, we were like, yeah, we'll only take these scrolls, and then we were like,
That's right. When back before the dragon, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
We said yoink and took a few other scrolls.
True. All right, so yeah, Bran's gonna be heavy to carry up all these stairs through this this cavern and up all those other stairs to get back into the keep.
Yeah, and who knows if anyone has figured out that we're down here.
Yeah,
It's better if
can we
one of us
smuggle?
isn't carrying one of the others?
Yeah, like if we could
Yep.
somehow sneak them out of here unnoticed and maybe get outside on the outskirts of town or something to interrogate them.
I mean, we could. Let's just. I mean, the regeneration's just around, so you might as well cast it so we can walk. Right?
Yeah.
Will it permanently restore his walking?
It may very well.
Shit. Cast that shit on my dick. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't.
Dragging us all down. Bag boot.
Yeah, we got some righteous members in this party. They don't
Because it's a Christian.
So
This says Christian stream.
stick to walk on its own.
Is it the regenerate spell?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right. It's not a spell that I'm familiar with.
No, it's for best results. Have Gabe cast it from off
Oh,
the spell.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
and
3
read it out
rounds.
loud. Read it out loud.
Okay. So it's 3 rounds. Touch, target living creature touched, instantaneous duration, so sounds like forever. The subject's severed body members, fingers, toes, hands, feet, arms, legs, tails, or even heads of multi-headed creatures, broken bones, and ruined organs grow back. After the spell is cast, the physical regeneration is complete in 1 round if the severed members are present and touching the creature. It takes 2d10 rounds otherwise.
Cool.
It also recurs 4d8 points of damage plus 1 per caster level, rids the subject of exhaustion and fatigue, and eliminates all non-lethal damage the subject has taken.
I look over at Brandon. I'm like, you lucky bitch. You lucky bitch.
All right, so I'll start casting it on him.
And you gotta read the spell out loud as well.
Oh, I did.
No, I know you gotta read
not the words
the
that
casting.
describe the spell.
The cat. That's
Yeah,
what I was
actually.
trying. Yeah.
Do the verbal components, if you'd
Oh.
be so kind.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I know things were kind of rough, and this paralyzation is not good, man. And I want you to be free from being shackled to that chair. And if you can just think with me and pray with me to Gripsis, the liberator of the shadows, and we're gonna make you whole again, and you're gonna walk, and it's gonna be beautiful. Now, take a sip of this whiskey and get that good stuff, that medicine in you, and you're gonna feel right as rain.
Nice.
Finish casting the spell.
He wiggles a little bit, shakes his butt, and then jumps off of the stone table. Says,
First thing he does is shakes his ass, like twerking
Thank
and
you.
shit. He's like, "Oh, look, check this out, y'all! Full range of motion." Ass is clapping.
In my dream, I imagined a new type of dance. And I can perform it for you. Please, take me away from here and explain to me what has happened while I've been asleep.
Yeah, we
I
gotta find a safe
remember.
place.
Look, I have a thought. We're fine walking through here, but if we get out okay. We should like put on a little theatrics. Um, as our good friend Tyrion here, advised us.
Distraction would be a good idea as we exit the cavern.
We should not let anyone know that we've healed your legs, and we should do that in front of the public.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And if they all see him as well, it's gonna cause a real problem for Ziggy, who has that'll be a real problem for them. So I don't know. Should we tip our hand like that, or?
If you're okay with this,
I mean, I'd like to see how that goes through. I mean,
So one thing Brock pointed out is over here, this way, is actually exiting at the beach beneath the keep. So if you guys did want to sneak out, you could probably get down to the beach and then under cover of night go find a boat, or even just walk out of the entire city without being detected.
Well, I think we could, like, maybe we go down to the beach, or like go down this hallway. Did you ping where that was, Dave?
yeah, you had to zoom out a little bit.
Patang!
Oh, there it is.
Patang! Patang!
Is there a door there, or is it just a hallway?
It's just kind of
we go out.
It's like another one of these like stone bridges that have been built over some caverny kind of stuff.
Okay, So
And
there's
eventually it leads. Remember where fucking was it Euron got murdered by Jamie?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, right outside
Yeah.
the little. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes over to that area there.
Down by the beach.
Well,
Lord have
that's a
mercy.
little, that's a secluded area. You guys want to just kind of get close to the beach there, and then we can talk with Tyrion, and
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like a fairly safe place.
Yeah.
Just duck under one of the little into one of
Yeah.
like little caves or alcoves.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's
And
just
sound of the waves crashing will kind of block our conversation.
yeah.
Drown it out or whatever.
I'm looking for a good shot of that scene. We might just continue that next week, gentlemen. Bum, bum, bum.
And I feel a mysterious force rushing through me as we exit the cave. It's almost as if I've gained a level. Ah,
No, only once you're on your way out of the city.
okay.
Yeah, we still got work to do.
Yeah, and no skirt in the city and then heading back in.
Yeah, I
You
was
don't
gonna
get a level for
ask,
that shit.
Is this like when you're playing half court?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm outside the 3-point
Right.
line now.
Yeah. No backsies.
You guys want to level up before next week?
It might be cool.
If y'all have leveled up and shown me your character sheet and we've talked through it before next week, then yeah, everyone's level 10 next week. But if one motherfucker even tests,
I'm
my
gonna need your
patience-
help, dude. All right.
What if that motherfucker is not here this week? Or are you going to text him as
or next week. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was some awesome magicking you were doing there, Lagboot. That you
Yeah.
I was rolling.
Yeah, good job, guys. Also, like for since you guys 3 levels ago got Dispel Magics, this is the first time you guys have ever really used it, and to considerable effect. I'm proud of y'all.
we're doing what we want to do. So do you want to have the conversation next week, or you want to have the conversation about what we're going to do now, and then we can tweak it during the week in chat, and then have a confrontation next week, Dave?
Let's say, by all means, if you guys want to ask Tyrion and or Bran anything over the week, just throw it out into chat and I will respond. And then if we are satisfied with that conversation, we'll just recap it at the beginning of next week and then move forward from there.
Did you guys hear digital aliens coming through his fucking microphone right there at the end? Signals from beyond?
Probably.
God damn, dude.
That's what I do, sucker.
Yeah, I mean, I mostly
have a.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think we ought to have a plan as well for this meeting. We, right, who who do we want to be in the meeting? Do we want to bring real Tyrion?
Yeah, let's bring everyone and make it an entire shit show.
Because we know Ziggy's got some magic. I don't want to show our whole hand right away.
No, you might be right. Maybe we should
just give him a couple of fingers at first. He has the whole hand.
Well, we could talk about it
on the third date.
what we want to do, but
I feel like two plans spring to mind off the bat to me,
Okay.
because we're supposed to have our meeting, small council meeting, before the
Yes.
chamber, before the main one. So either we sneak back the way we came up into the Red Keep, super early in the morning. We have Bran just chilling on the throne, Tyrion where he's supposed to be, and just kind of see what happens. Force Ziggy's hand. There's the king. He's sitting on the throne. Wait, who are you? And then we can try and dispel his illusions.
Oh, baby. I
We
like the
can
way
we
that
can play it
sounds.
that way, or we can go to the small council meeting with Tyrion. We stash Bran away, hiding somewhere.
That's what I was originally thinking, to keep him safe. But
Yeah.
I don't know of any loyalists who we can trust to keep him safe.
Right. Yeah. At which point we go into the small council meeting, be like, "Hey Zig, hey Bran, we found Tyrion. He's back from the brothel, but it's real Tyrion, not the fake Tyrion." And we confront him there, more private confrontation, see what happens. Be like, if it goes well, be like, "Ziggy, yeah, we know everything." Yeah, we basically like give him the, it's a smaller. There's less. There are less. You know, different random things that could happen. It's a little more controlled space. Um, kind of see what happens rather than
In the
the
throne
big
room with all the
throne
people
room.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So I don't know what you guys think.
I think those are
Uh,
two
I
good
also
options
wanted
to
to
mull
know.
over.
I like that second option. If we don't have a place that we can trust,
Then I think that first option
with
is best.
to
Yeah.
hide Bran,
Bran.
could we? There are a couple other things we could do, like does anyone have an invisibility spell?
I mean, I could
Oh,
let
we
him.
give him like
Yeah, I
his
could let him borrow
cape.
my cloak. Yeah, my cape, and he could go and viz for a bit. But
Right?
What's
Like,
the
yeah,
cape from?
I like your caution. Your caution about just dragging them into the fight. But if we do it in front of everybody, and we can somehow prove to in front of everybody that it is the fake Bran, basically expose Ziggy in front of everybody, then we have the entire realm on our side as we proceed in the fight, instead of just us in a private room. But
Right. But I mean, if it's us in a private room and we overcome Ziggy, then Bran can just be
yeah,
Bran.
exactly, and
You
it
know.
doesn't have to be a big deal.
Yeah.
because
But
we've been killing monsters. I don't want to overplay our popularity, and
Mm-hmm.
then trust us. Because we've killed monsters. Don't trust this mad guy. But trust us, and we're gonna do some other shady stuff and questionable stuff. Like bring your like. It seems like we're asking
Yeah,
people
you're right though.
to really split hairs, or not split hairs, but like
Choose sides,
like
really right away, and trust us over their right.
and so yeah, they as long as we're doing that kind of hero stuff. But the minute it's like, oh, like the king was usurped by someone pretending to be the king, but we've got the real king. Also, we've healed him. So like we've done a bunch of magic stuff, but trust our magic. And this guy, he was doing magic stuff that at surface level doesn't seem that much different, a little bit more shady, but like
Well, that's a good
I don't
argument for
want to.
doing it privately. It really is.
Yeah,
And
I
if
don't
we,
want to overplay our popularity.
yeah, that's true.
I
That's a
I like rolling in, being like, "Hey Ziggy, we found Tyrion," and playing dumb at first, seeing what happens. Meanwhile, Bran has the invisibility cloak. How long does that last? Is it just as long as you
Bro,
want
yeah.
as a cloak?
Yeah, as long as you can like rub your hand over a candle flame or something that's on fire, you can turn yourself invisible with it. As far as I know, it's just like
Nice.
everlasting.
So yeah, I like the Bran gets the cloak of invisibility and we just go in. I do want to talk to Bran and Tyrion. I don't know if we want to do that now, Dave, or at the top of next episode.
If you guys got any questions, field them right now.
Yeah.
If I'm ready to answer them, then I shall.
Tyrion, what happened, man? We left you under a tree and like we find you in a dungeon sleeping. What's up? How'd you get here?
He looks at Bran and he says, I don't think I can speak freely here. Can we do the thinking thing?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Lagboot, you want to do the thinking thing,
Yeah.
man?
I'm like, hey man, thinking at you. What's up? What happened to you? And I say it inside of his brain using my message spell.
He says, well, since you arrived and Bran's demeanor had changed, and when I first confronted him about it, the confrontation did not go well, and he, from what I remember, began casting a spell, and then my mind was blanked, and I feel since that period in time, I've had strange compulsions that I cannot explain, and I was drawn back to him from time to time for mind blanking and further instructing.
Wait, this Bran did that to you?
I only know of one Bran.
Okay. I think we have
There's
some catching up to do.
Bran the Broken and then Bran the Builder, who I've never met.
Bran, what was up with you wanting to? I'm saying this out loud. What was up with you wanting to be a dragon, man? Are you over that urge? I mean, like, I get it. Like in your teenage years, there's certain urges, and there's like a time and place for everything, man. And it's called college. And are you still wanting to be a dragon, or like, are you cool with being Bran that can walk and be a kick-ass king, man?
The restoration of my legs is an incalculable boon to which I will always be indebted to you for.
Here, watch this.
However,
twerks.
I don't feel whole. I must say that perhaps I was meant to be entwined with that dragon. And now I feel as if a loss of my soul.
Oh man, you're bumming us out.
Can I sense motive, Dave?
Mm-hmm. What does sense motive do for you?
Oh, just know if it's.
Oh,
I mean, it's only
he's
12.
not lying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's honestly searching.
Damn, he's bumming me out.
Searching in his heart and his soul. Okay, hold on.
I hear
hold
that.
on. He might be meaning that very literally too.
Like, oh, like there's actually a piece of his soul that is gone.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that piece has been gone for like a long time, or since like the dragon, man?
This is something that I only notice now since you've asked this question. And I think perhaps it is with the dragon.
I hear that. I have to ask you another question. I'm just trying to get sort of around the facts and the history here, and I don't. Your Majesty, I understand. I don't want to make anything more difficult than it needs to be. But what's the last thing you remember before we woke you up?
I refused to willingly separate myself from the soul of the dragon. And then we fought.
Okay.
So you don't remember coming to the cell. You don't remember who put you in the cell? What were you doing when you got put in this cell?
You had disappeared. We all thought you were dead, along with Braun. Tyrion advised me that it was a foolish idea, but we had run out of options, and I said I was going to walk into the dragon. And I did. And it was like coming home. Home even more than returning to Winterfell. And it was not something I could escape. It was inevitable.
Listen. Brand, we'll find you another dragon. You guys can spit it in each other's mouths, whatever you want to do. But we're gonna, we're just trying to find out if you recall how you got into the cell. Were you talking to anyone in particular? What's the last thing you remember before you went to sleep?
The warging, and then being the dragon. Being the dragon and flying and eating for weeks.
Nice.
But like you recognize now that like a dragon's not a very good king. Like he's not good at like giving the people the realm what they need.
No,
right?
No, a dragon is a tyrant.
Yes, he's gonna eat all the goats and then hoard all the treasure.
Burninate the peasants, if you will.
What?
Do you have any meat? Could we cook some meat?
Yeah. Once we get out to the.
Yeah, we'll get you some meat. No, not like that. I was more like, all right, yeah, we'll get the barbecue later, buddy. Like, I want to message the guys again. Just
shout out to Arthur Bryant's. I'm just gonna say, if you want barbecue, it's worth going to Kansas City and going to Arthur Bryant's.
If anything is worth going to Kansas City for, that's it. Is that where we hung out, Dave?
We went to BB's. I know I took you to BB's. Chris,
we went to BB's,
Simon,
yeah.
I think I took you to Arthur Bryant's.
You did.
It was good.
Good stuff. No, I wanna message Gabe and Lagboot, just the three of us for a sec, and be like, all right, I'm gonna ask Tyrion who he trusts.
Big Farm.
I think, depending on what he says, I want to let him in on what, because he seems a bit confused.
We're finishing up.
Tell him the truth.
It's almost over for the
I
night.
think it's time
then we're gonna get back to gaming.
What's what? I mean,
but I play
really
a bard
point,
sorcerer. It's a Pathfinder game.
Evils, when it comes
and
to,
we're basically just wrapping it up for the night.
This,
we're talking
7 kingdoms. Like he should probably be in charge.
Because I have an idea. Bran just admitted that a dragon is a terrible king and a tyrant, but he misses his connection with that dragon. If he's willing to if we can get him to agree to peacefully hand over, once we get this whole nonsense with Ziggy sorted, hand over the kingdom to Tyrion, we can try with our magic to get him to another realm or place where he can
fuck a dragon if he wants. Whatever.
Eddie Murphy was into it.
With
The
an
Rick and
arc
Morty
like that.
episode. The Rick and Morty episode where there's spirit bonding.
Oh, incredible.
If you want to go fuck a dragon, dude, we can work it out. But
Yeah, that's not. I mean, that's not bad. And I mean, probably what happened is that we killed part of his soul. And we
no,
killed the dragon.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Sorry, buddy.
That
But you know,
might be on us. That might be on. That's why I want to try to make it better, I guess.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. But I'm on the same plane with you, where maybe he can bond with another dragon in another realm in a happier place. But this might not be the place. Or if he promises to never eat the townspeople, then he could probably even live in these realms, as far as I'm concerned. There's dragons in these realms, so.
well, not anymore because you know we just killed the last
Well,
one. But you know, whoops.
There might be some eggs floating around. Who knows?
There might be. Anyway, yeah, I think it's time that we tell Tyrion, like, catch him up on everything.
yeah, we're gonna need to
Yeah,
do that.
all
We
right.
need to.
So Tyrion,
Yes.
you just told us that there was sort of a change in Bran.
I did notice something. Things were not quite adding up.
This beer is so dank, farm.
The truth of the matter is,
This that juicy freak
that change was actually that
IPA.
that brand was not actually this person. That's an illusionist. The one walking around up in the upstairs above this dungeon as we speak.
An illusionist, as in a performer of brothel tricks.
Imagine brothel tricks like what's your version of steroids? Amped up. Imagine if you gave them more power, like the magic.
Do they have
that
coffee in
you've
these
seen
realms?
us performed.
Do they have coffee in these realms?
They do not.
Caffeinated beverage. They have alcoholic drinks. Imagine the equivalent of if the parlor tricks are like small beer. This is like the strongest port or what have you that you've ever drank.
Go on.
He is magically disguised himself, and the as you can see, and as we just asked him, the last thing the person in front of you remembers was the sort of after you told him to warg and we tried to battle, he wouldn't give up, and then he's been locked down here with you. If he was the one that put you down here, why would he be down here sleeping next to you?
This illusionist is a usurper.
Yes.
Has assumed the throne under false pretense.
Yes, and they have an ally. They have somebody aiding and abetting them, and we don't quite yet know who that is, but we're thinking we might want to confront them at the small council meeting with you, Tyrion. What say you?
I look forward to this confrontation. I expect answers from this man, preferably when I have the upper hand.
Me rehashing it, but then I would turn and sort of explain the plan that I just sort of talked about with the guys, and just turn to like, Your Majesty.
Yes, because he heard all of that.
Short, would you be cool with the idea of getting at, like, finding somewhere else where you can try to see if we can make you whole, leaving the kinging business to T over here?
Wait, say that again. You kind of broke up. Robot voice.
I was saying, would you be cool with allowing us to to make you whole again. Maybe somewhere else, maybe not here amongst the Seven Kingdoms, and leaving the business to Tyrion.
He wants to save your soul and just leave Tyrion as the king here. What say you, sir?
Not without your permission. You are the king.
He glances at Tyrion with kind of like a knowing look, and Tyrion's like, I don't believe you've cleared this with me yet.
Tyrion.
I am certainly not of a stature to assume ruling of the Seven Kingdoms.
So, like with a flourish, I look over at Tyrion and I say, Tyrion, wine, women, the finest luxuries that you could ever think of, all at your beck and call, sir. What seems to be the trouble? You'd be the king.
I've had that since as long as I could crawl out of my own bed, and as the pubes grayin, that becomes less of a focus of mine.
The pubes grayin.
It's a little old English there, a little Shakespearean for you.
I think it's less about that, man, and more about just like
saving the realms, governing.
Yeah, it seems like you're the guy that like doesn't really want the job, but probably is
best qualified. Yeah.
Would be best at it. No one knows this kingdom better than you, and no one knows the machinations of everybody in it better than you.
Fair point.
I mean,
let me ask you this: is there someone else you would trust right now
to run the kingdoms? Or Bran, do you just want to go on living without your soul and run the kingdoms yourself and just forever be longing for that dragon companionship?
He gives you a long look and he says, this is not too different from when I thought I would never walk again. Now I have my legs.
Yeah, I mean, really, and I say this out loud, really, I don't care who's king of the realms. We've got the summer house that we've established. Hopefully, when we get rid of this illusionist and his conspirator, the monsters will disappear as well. If not, we'll go slay those guys out, secure the realms, and either one of you can be king. I really don't give a fuck. And I kind of not walk away like a bitch, but kind of like turn around a little bit, just like slightly alter my body stance so people know that I really don't give a fuck anymore. Who's king?
Yeah, really, man. We're just looking for like trying to help you guys have some stability, and then like we can come hang out in our summer vacation house, which is High Garden, by the way, guys. I know you're not up on it, but that got bequeathed to us. It was by a usurper. If you really want to fight about it, that's fine. But like, I think that we do a good job as being like, I don't know, just show up every once in a while to hang out. But for the most part, help the Reach just like grow a lot more crops, make the realm a lot better.
Yeah. Would you guys prefer to just be the keep your current roles? We'll get rid of the usurper, reestablish your reign, and then maybe bring you a baby dragon later on that you can wean.
With Bronn having perished, then High Garden is in need of a lord, and if you wanted to share it, then I cannot think of anyone more. I cannot think of anyone more deserving, considering you've saved my life, Tyrion's.
I mean, we're just trying to have a nice cush place to go hang out. We can magically help with the whole making the crops grow faster
and making our spell jammers.
yeah, and we'll just come hang out from time to time. We'll put good people in place um, to to be running it, and just trying to make the realm a little bit better than how we left it, because it's kind of a mess now, but it really kind of was a mess before. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever roles you want to do, we're good with it. You're both good guys. Like, just tell us what you want, and we'll help you out the best of our abilities. And then we got a castle to go chill at, and make some improvements on the area, and hopefully the Seven Kingdoms are like more. There's fewer people starving. There's more food.
You guys can do a lot for
Better
the realm, and I think that
better booze.
yeah, a
That's
two-man
what we're looking to
team
do.
sounds great to me. You guys
Whatever
can
you guys
handle it.
want.
Yeah, we can work it out.
This does sound good. All right, so next week, small council meeting. Tyrion and Bran will discuss in the meantime, and if you guys
Sounds
want
good.
to continue this conversation and strategizing, please feel free to asynchronously in the chat over the course of the week.
Sounds good.
And don't forget to level up.
Thank you,
I'm
gentlemen.
gonna level up right now.
And I'll see you on
Get
the next.
edge.
I'll see you on the next Bardo.
Yeah,
Yep.
Same Bardo time, same Bardo channel.
perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot.
Talk to you
Have
soon.
fun.